how great Makayla Timpson has been.
Makayla Timpson has set the basketball world on fire.
No Caitlin Clark, and they walk out with a W, 93-78. Makayla Timpson continues to show every time you put her in the game, every time you give her some actual quality minutes.
The young lady was simply sensational.
Makayla Timpson just shocked Fever fans, but all eyes are still on Caitlin Clark.
A lot of people just want to see Caitlin Clark. I understand that. Love Caitlin Clark, absolutely. Absolutely love her.
Her team is stepping up while she's out, and when she returns, they might be more dangerous than ever. If you're riding with Caitlin Clark, drop her name in the comments. Let's show her some love.
She might be better than Steph Curry.
Bro, she's better than Steph Curry. She is. No. Hey,
Better than LeBron?
We love Clark. We love Caitlin Clark.
Yes, she's better than LeBron.
Yes.
With Caitlin Clark sidelined, the Indiana Fever needed someone, anyone, to step up. No one expected it to be Makayla Timpson.
Superstar rookie, Makayla Timpson.
But that's exactly what happened. Timpson didn't just show up, she exploded.
Money Mitch and Makayla Timpson treating the Chicago sky like a bunch of Simpsons. Money Mitchell erupted today. Makayla Timpson continues to show every time you put her in the game, every time you give her some actual quality minutes, she will not disappoint.
14 points today. She had 8 points against the Liberty, then got a DMP against the Liberty. 1-7. Like, she's had some really good games. Like, she had a 10-point game against the Valkyries in a loss. She was their best player against the Valkyries. She had a 7-point game in a win, 14 in a win.
In just 22 minutes, the rookie put up 14 points.
She played a total of the 22 minutes on the basketball court. She was 14-4-1 in her 22-minute debut.
4 rebounds and 3 steals, shooting an insane 6 for 8 from the field, and finishing plus 23 on the court.
Makayla Timpson hits her career high, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 steals, 6 of 8 from the field, and she was plus 23 on the basketball court.
The second best plus minus on the entire team behind Kelsey Mitchell. Her energy was electric. Defensively, she locked up Chicago's bigs.
Defensively, getting after it, steal and score. Offensively, looking aggressive, but efficiently putting the ball in the hoop.
Including Camila Cardoso.
Makayla Timpson, she outplayed Camila Cardoso. Offensively, outplayed her. Defensively, outplayed her. Camila Cardoso, 11 points in the first half. What'd she have? 1 point in the second half. Watch me disappear.
Who had 11 points in the first half but nearly vanished in the second. Timpson didn't back down from size or pressure, and on offense, she brought something the Fever have been missing: athleticism and power at the rim. 1 rebound looked like she literally jumped above the rim.
Makayla Timpson goes up for a rebound. She jumped up and took it off the rim.
To take it off midair. Not a bounce, not a tip, just pure elevation. One clip showed her grabbing a board right over Cardoso's head with one hand, just snatched it like she was built for it.
She got on the first Dallas game, and since then, and she was 6 of 8 from the field. And it's not even that she's 6 of 8. She can just fly. Like, especially as WNBA players, Cardoso is there just watching. She's there watching. We're going to go full screen on this. Cardoso is just there watching the ball. She thinks she's going to get it. And Timpson just comes up and rises up above Cardoso with one arm.
Analysts called her bouncier than anyone in the league.
In WNBA terms, she's got extendo arms.
And it showed.
Makayla Timpson might be the bounciest SOB that I've seen in the league.
She played minutes at the 5, held her ground in the paint, ran in transition, and brought a presence that left fans and commentators stunned.
Makayla Timpson played a lot of the 5 today when she was on the court. Chloe Bibby played a lot of the 4 today. And Bibby kept her behind out of that paint, keeping the floor spread, hanging out around the perimeter. Aaliyah Boston, she had a solid game. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, only 3 turnovers, a plus 15 on the court, 5 for 9 from the field. She shot efficiently.
Nobody saw this coming. This wasn't a role player filling a gap. This was a rookie making a statement.
Why did Makayla Timpson get so many minutes, you might ask? We'll go with our new signing, Chloe Bibby, who came into the game, hit back-to-back threes.
And with Natasha Howard going scoreless and struggling, it was Timpson who took over that role and ran with it. Fans have been asking for her to get more minutes. And after this performance,
The negative about Makayla Timpson having a good game. Well, Stephanie White likes to put her on the bench after these good games.
there's no question. She's earned them. Let's be clear. Makayla Timpson's breakout isn't a threat to Caitlin Clark's spotlight. It's fuel for it. In fact, this might be the exact kind of development the Fever need to unlock Caitlin's full potential once she returns. Caitlin Clark isn't just a scorer, she's a floor general, a visionary passer who thrives when she has athletic finishers, rim runners, and pick-and-roll partners that can move. The Fever's biggest issue this season hasn't been Caitlin. It's been a lack of movement around her.
Makayla Timpson has set the basketball world on fire.
No Caitlin Clark, and they walk out with a W 93-78. Makayla Timpson continues to show every time you put her in the game, every time you give her some actual quality minutes.
Too many plays where she creates something, but there's no one cutting, spacing, or finishing strong at the rim. Enter Makayla Timpson. Timpson's energy changes the entire dynamic. She's fast, aggressive, and physical. Exactly the kind of player who can run in transition, roll hard after screens, and keep defenders honest. When defenders collapse on Caitlin at the top of the key, which they always do, Timpson's ability to find pockets in the lane and finish with power gives Caitlin an immediate outlet. The Fever offense works best when Clark has space to operate. Timpson helps create that. She's too fast for slower fives and too strong for stretch fours to contain.
Too strong and powerful for the fours. She's too quick, nimble, agile, and athletic for the fives.
This mismatched potential forces defenses to adjust, which means more space for Caitlin to shoot, drive, or pass. And when Caitlin draws two defenders off a pick, Timpson is the kind of player who can catch that pocket pass, absorb contact, and score. Something the Fever haven't consistently had this season. What's even more exciting is that the trust is already there. In post-game comments, Kelsey Mitchell praised Timpson as one of the best rookies I've ever come across.
She's amazing. One of the best rookies I think I've ever come across of.
And Timpson herself said she just wants to be ready.
I just wanted to do what I needed to do on the court. Sometimes, I just anticipate my name being called. So I always just staying ready and just doing the things my team need me to do.
When her name is called, to do what the team needs. That kind of humility, readiness, and effort.
They have my back and they encourage me each and every practice, each and every game, just to stay ready and stay focused.
Is what builds real chemistry with a star like Caitlin Clark. You don't need 5 All-Stars. You need players who understand their role and execute. And Timpson is showing that she's that player. So let's imagine the lineup. Caitlin Clark at the 1.
Timpson at the 5, Bibby at the 4, Sophie at the 3, Kelsey at the 2, Ariel Sidney at the 1.
Kelsey Mitchell at the 2. Lexi Hull or Sophie Cunningham at the 3. Aaliyah Boston at the 4. And Makayla Timpson at the 5. That's a young, athletic, defensively active core with one of the best passers in the world running the show. And when Timpson gets going downhill off a screen from Boston, who's stopping that? No one wants to see Caitlin coming off a double screen with shooters outside and Timpson rolling in. This isn't about replacing Caitlin Clark. It's about building a team that amplifies her strengths, and Makayla Timpson is suddenly looking like a key piece of that puzzle.
You have developed some beautiful timing with Aaliyah Boston. Another great example right there. You draw the double team and you find her for a wide open layup. How do you guys organize your timing so beautifully?
I think being a pro is about taking what they give you. When they pull it to you, got to know to make the right play. And so hopefully it's my job to make it easier for AB to see to make the right reads and get the right angles for her.
Playing behind AB or DD. But she's really done a great job of staying ready. We talk a lot about staying ready so you don't have to get ready. And one of the benefits of having a deep team is that if you don't have it one night, somebody else does. One of the challenges of having a deep team is that people deserve to play that don't always get to play. And KK's been ready, and she continues to get better. And I was, happy to see her come out and make that impact right away.
Let's talk about what's really happening while Caitlin Clark is out. The Indiana Fever aren't collapsing. They're growing. And make no mistake, that's great news for Caitlin Clark. The last few games without her haven't been perfect.
Next, man up, and we decided to show up while Camila Cardoso decided to no call, no show.
But they've revealed something crucial. This team is learning how to compete without leaning entirely on one superstar.
This game's not perfect, but I think if I'm being, hard on ourselves and who we are as a group, we got a chance to, put teams away and be the best team that we're supposed to be. And that's what it should be. And I think that's our growth. If we want to be in New York conversation, be in Atlanta conversations, be in Phoenix conversations as far as contenders there.
That kind of growth? That's what championship teams are made of. Against the Chicago Sky, the Fever went into hostile territory at the United Center and won convincingly, 93-78.
No Caitlin Clark, and they walk out with a W, 93-78.
And they didn't just scrape by. They played with confidence, speed, and aggression.
That's where we got to be at, and I think that's our biggest step if we want to be at the best. We want to be the best and compete against the best. We got to do stuff like that.
All the things Clark has been pushing this team to do all season. Kelsey Mitchell dropped 35 points.
What were you seeing in terms of openness of shots, the way you guys were playing that allowed you to get what you wanted on the offensive end?
Shooting 12 for 19 from the field, including 7 for 10 from deep.
35 points, 3 steals, 6 assists.
She controlled the pace, made great reads, and looked like a veteran leader, ready for the big moments. Aaliyah Boston, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. The kind of stat line that screams franchise cornerstone. And Makayla Timpson, as we've already seen, she looked like a future starter. What's happening here is simple. The rest of the Fever are catching up. For much of the season, the narrative around the Fever was, how can Caitlin Clark save this team? But here's the truth. Caitlin doesn't need to save them. What she needs, and what she's finally getting, is a team that can hold its own without needing her to do everything. That's a game changer. When Clark returns, she's not walking into a disorganized group. She's walking into a lineup that's already found rhythm, spacing, and roles. That means less burden on her body, smarter rotations, and, most importantly, freedom to be the best version of herself without forcing every play. Let's think long-term. Let's think playoffs, because that's where this is all going. Teams that go far in the postseason are the ones that don't break when a star player has an off night. Now, thanks to this stretch without Clark, the Fever have real bench contributions.
Mitchell, Boston, and Timpson put in the work. Chloe Bibby making her Indiana Fever debut, 2 for 4 from the three-point line, 8 quick points.
Chloe Bibby comes in with 1 day of practice and hits back-to-back threes.
Chloe had 8 points today. What impressed you about her coming with 1 day of practice?
Yeah, the ability to stretch the floor.
Lexi Hull fights for rebounds, plays aggressive defense.
Lexi Hull come flying in out of nowhere like Randy Orton delivering an RKO. Lexi Hull, compared to the last few games, this was one of her better stints.
And attacks the basket. Sydney Colson comes off the bench and plays mistake-free minutes as a floor general. These aren't highlight names, but they're important names. These are the glue pieces that will matter when the playoffs hit. When Caitlin Clark returns, she's not rejoining a team searching for answers. She's rejoining a team that found its identity without her and now gets its star back. That is the dream scenario. It's no longer give Caitlin the ball and hope. It's Caitlin can destroy you, but now we've got 4 more players who will too. Timpson's emergence, Mitchell's consistency, Boston's dominance. All of this makes Clark more dangerous. The pressure shifts off her shoulders. Defenses can't double her every play, and the offense flows instead of stalls. It's not subtraction by absence, it's addition by growth. And let's be real, Caitlin Clark isn't coming back to carry the team. She's coming back to lead a team that's finally ready to be carried somewhere bigger.
Well, I'm scared to be so close to you because you might be scorching hot right now. You have been so good on the road lately. 6 straight games, 24 points a game. How are you off to another hot start in a hostile environment?
I think about just staying in rhythm. And when I stay in rhythm, about being aggressive. So as long as I'm aggressive and being myself, they make it easier for me.
So here's the big picture. Makayla Timpson just made her case. Kelsey Mitchell is in rhythm. Aaliyah Boston is locked in. And the Indiana Fever, they're not just holding the line without Caitlin Clark. They're building the kind of team she can take to the next level. Because when Clark returns, she's not walking into chaos. She's stepping into a squad that's ready to run with her, defend for her, and finish what she starts. And Timpson? She might just be the surprise weapon no one saw coming. The kind of athletic, high-motor forward that every superstar guard dreams of playing with. If you're excited to see Caitlin Clark return to a stronger, more dangerous Fever team, drop a Caitlin in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because this season's just getting started and Caitlin Clark's comeback is about to shake the league.